Alright, we're back. Okay, so I recorded this video and I didn't realize what happened, but basically it was using my webcam microphone. And so we're back. Last video was like 10 minutes. I don't know how long this one's gonna be. I mean, I'm gonna have to check the microphone afterwards, and you know, if it worked out, then you'll be seeing it because it'll be uploaded. So, anyway, this video theme was just a continuation of the Monk project, The Journey. And the update was short because, you know, I haven't really had a lot of motivation to play the character, basically. Not a lot of inspiration, not a lot of energy. The updates I will share is I got to play some Mythic Plus dungeons on Windwalker, and I got to play some more Battleground and a bit more PvP as Windwalker, but I have not returned to Mistweaver. You know, that's what I started off as, and that's what I leveled the character as, but, you know, ever since I've been at max level, I've really not been enjoying my Mistweaver experience, to be totally honest with you. Yeah, and it doesn't appeal to me. I haven't really gotten to raid yet with it, so I don't really know the Fistweaving build, but, you know. So, I might return, I might go into Fistweaving later. I think there's still some potential to be had on the Fighting Man, who is now the Predator, as he is the Predator title with the Jungle Mog. Very cool. Only Monk can sheath these on their back, so that's a nice little fun fact. Yeah, so basically, really disappointed. Mistweaver was 100% the reason I leveled, and it's 100% the thing that I haven't been playing. In terms of Windwalker, what I was saying before is that basically this, Strike of the Windlord. In Legion, you had the artifact ability Strike of the Windlord. Ever since they removed that, I feel like Windwalker has been completely gutted. It has no way to keep flow going. It's not a real monk. Monks are about flow, right? You know, and moving through the forms and stuff. And the way it is right now is like, without Strike of the Windlord, adding those combo points, or, you know, if you want to call them chi, and filling in for your burst damage and stuff, and being a part of your combo. Without that out, what happens is basically your Tiger Spawn Blackout kick spamming the whole time. That's all you ever do. And, you know, you'll get in situations where you just use 3 Blackout kicks because you're doing AoE damage and you want to get Fists of Fury back. Like, and that kind of style is just not how it used to play in Legion. And Legion was very flow-based. It was very mathematical as well. Like, you could calculate what you were going to do next at any moment. And, you know, you were trying to keep up your, hit combo stacks, which I really didn't like, but that's how mechanical the character was. You could keep this up forever and have top damage. And it's so interesting that in Legion, it was such a mathematical character, and now, with the Dance of Chi-Ji, removing Strike of the Windlord, it has become one of the most RNG characters I've ever played, and that is why I haven't been playing it much, because that's not fun for me. It's so sad and boring and not enjoyable to play. So I have been playing Serenity, as you see. I don't really like the clones in the first place. Serenity is definitely better for PvP because you get that surprise attack, bonus damage, bonus healing is nice, but really it is about that instant damage that you can pull out. They don't notice the clones, you know, you can just press it and sun kick, like you can literally just walk up to a guy, you know, sun kick, fist. Oh, I have Serenity on, like you might have not even noticed, right? Do another sun kick after your fist, and then you spin, right, and you do a gajillion damage. So, yeah, that Serenity is definitely the PvP one for me, but in terms of PvE, I found myself really focusing on spinning crane kick stacks, and once you're doing that, clones are better because they automatically generate stacks for you. You don't have to run around tagging every mob, wasting all of your energy, and getting energy starved, and chi starved. So, Fist of the White Tiger, not helpful enough to replace Strike of the Windlord. Nothing can replace Strike of the Windlord. They also did nerf Energizing Elixir. Now, it sucks, but it doesn't even matter because you used to use it part of the mathematical playstyle to keep your hit combo going, and now that's not even a thing. So this is just a waste of talent. I spent all of the dungeons that I did play, like Mythic Plus and stuff, basically praying for crane kick procs on AoE, and having a very boring single target rotation, like very boring, very slow, energy starved at a couple points, just not very fun. And when I did get crane kick procs, I felt amazing. I pop off, have the most damage, and when I don't get them, even on like a minute-long pull of mobs that takes forever, it's just the saddest thing ever. And Blizzard keeps making this mistake with character design. They keep putting this kind of stuff in, and it always fails. I mean, yeah, monks are right now very high priority in PvP and you know MDI stuff. Like people are really looking for them, but at the same time, sorry, they're complaining about them. You know, I think they're getting nerfed a bit in the next patch, 1.5, whatever, 1.15. But at the same time, what's the play rate of Windwalkers? Like, how many Windwalkers do you actually see queuing up? Well, there's not nearly as many as OP it is. It's very overpowered when it works, and there's not a lot of players. Well, that should tell you that it's not enjoyable. People generally want to be strong in a game, you know, and when a character is as strong as Windwalker is in its potential peak, and it has this low of a play rate, basically, comparatively, you should be super concerned about the state of the character. Yeah, I think that basically, you know, proves my point. Now, I haven't looked up the specific statistics, so I could be super delusional here, but from what I've seen, watching streams, queuing up myself, I really just, you don't run into Windwalkers. Yeah, but when you go, yeah, like basically you'll see Windwalkers in higher keys now, and like the top end keys, you'll see a couple players running it, but it's not the most common thing I've seen. It's really not. You definitely see more rogues, you see more mages, you see more boomkins for sure, more hunters even, you know, stuff like that, which is insane considering the peak DPS. And so basically the issue is that a lot of groups either don't know a monk or don't want to rely on an RNG proc for their setup. It's to the point where the RNG proc of the crane kick is so high that it should be mandatory for groups to take monks. I've even seen people on Twitter talk about having 3 monks, 3 Windwalkers in one group, just to one-shot packs, but no one does it. Why? Because they know that the crane kick is RNG. That it's not like they can play a whole pack with 3 Windwalkers and no one gets a proc. So it's just no one is going to bet their WoW career on that, basically, at that high of a level. They're not willing to risk it. So and then that's why people aren't playing it, because they just, you know, that's why I'm not playing it, because I'm like, this sucks. Like, I know I could destroy this pack, I know I could be the star of the show, you know, but I'm not getting my chance. I'm just sitting here waiting, and it never comes. So, and that's just not how the character ever played before in Legion. I didn't play it in Mop Wad, so you know the Mop Wad boys can show up, and I don't remember reversing it and thinking it was very RNG and like PvP and stuff. It was a pretty steady character. And I don't think Funk should be a heavy RNG character. You know, I could see maybe like Hunters having some RNG and stuff. Maybe, you know, Warriors with their Execute proc is pretty good. I think that's solid RNG, but Spinning Crane Kick proc is just too insane. So, anyway. Yeah, that's that rant. So, overall, it's definitely good in dungeons, but it's not fun. It's very clunky, it's very energy starved. You have to pray to RNGesus constantly, and it just turned me off the character, basically. So, you know, I'm currently Venthyr, and, you know, I might, who knows, I might get back into Mistweaver at this rate, but that being said, Monk is still a fun character as a monk. I like moving fast, I like getting all that damage out, just moving around the map and stuff, you know, fighting people is just great. So, but unfortunately, I hope this series doesn't have to come to an end. This is a really fun series for me, the monk journey stuff. You know, I feel very connected to the character, so it just sucks that the more I play it, the more I kind of discover why Blizzard's player bases have dropped on all boards. Monk is another victim of the system in that sense, that it's just not really what it used to be. It doesn't really play the way that makes it enjoyable, and it doesn't really make sense with the way the character is that much. So, yep, my suggestions for Windwalker is add Strike of the Windlord back. Maybe make it not do as much damage, but make it still do AoE damage. And I think it'll just play a lot better after that, you know? Maybe, you know, nerf its damage on the boards, you know, and remove this fucking crane kick proc. I mean, give me a fucking break, man. This is just disgusting, honestly, at this point. So, like, what a horrible way to play Monk. Anyway, I'm not gonna go all dark mode on that. Thanks for listening to the video. This, you know, it's about 10 minutes again, and I talked about a couple different things this time. You guys won't know that because you didn't see the other video. I just hope this mic worked out. So, anyways, thanks for watching if you watched this long, and I wouldn't say stay tuned because you never know when these videos are going to come out. So anyways, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.